Met lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Many have presented themselves before this royal court before, for I to pass judgment. And so, in the long line of videos that have been brought forth, this one has been specially prepared, and we will see if it is indeed worthy of the crown. The Scarlet Crown, that is. So with that, we're going to be joined, of course, by the creator of Scarlet Crown, who I did say, like I said, has prepared and compiled the two videos together. Normally, I do that sometimes, or I just look at them separately. But here we are now, and Ghostie is here. Kind of, maybe. I hope people heard the king bit that I just did, because I'm not repeating it. Okay, I heard something. I heard background noise. All right. Well, while Ghostie loads and calibrates, I'll switch perspectives over.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I needed to stick my laundry in the dryer.
Okay. Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Listen, I didn't expect you to be almost a half an hour late, so I started some laundry.
I see. Fair enough then. Yeah. Once again, everyone, I was watching One Piece. One episode until the season finale, though. So this will happen once again at some point, but not anytime soon, probably. So, Scarlet Crown. Switching gears entirely, I suppose. Oh, Tamsin's here as well. And Josh.
Hello!
You're here. Oh my goodness. You're already into character with that.
It was almost the heavy is dead.
Oh,
because I saw the heavy is dead. I'm dead.
Yeah. I don't remember the dialogue that much. Although actually Baxim LP did that at some point.
It's a good day to not to be dead.
Yeah. Did that in the slew of like many other TF2 audio samples, basically. So yeah. Here at last. I am also here at last. We have the series here at last. So
here we are again.
Let's at last see what's been brewing at the Spirit Box Studios. Without further ado, on with the review.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
For like a split second, when I load the video up, I paused it on a frame. It looked like we were going through Sector 5. Before it zoomed out.
Don't worry, that's for later.
Mm-hmm.
We do apologize, ma'am.
You wrote this.
I wrote this, but you forget that I'm dyslexic. So I have a hard time reading my own dialogue half the time.
Is this not a dyslexia-friendly font in that case?
It is. I'm just stupid.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking.
It is with a heavy heart that we must inform you of your husband's disappearance.
Look how delightfully formed they are. Oh, I thought this was like the long proceeding into like an actual court, but no, that's her front door. That suggests like the size of the house. I like that.
It is with a heavy heart that we must. It was a battle well fought, but he was nowhere in sight when the dust cleared.
He stole Orca's rock column condensate, and Dusty stepped out of there. We've not seen him since.
Oh no, not again!
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for stopping in, Tamsin. Sorry, I have to go to bed pretty soon.
Well, we'll get through as much as we possibly can before that point, including once again a very dimension heavy 2D custom background from Ghostie, surprisingly.
Like, when do I not do this? Aiden once complained that he couldn't use my cabin because it looked like a 3D shape, even though it was a 2D.
Oh, I thought that was just notes originally made about the background, not that he was planning not to use it. So I didn't realize it was that extreme.
He thought it was a 3D object, but it wasn't.
I mean, even if it were a 3D object, it wouldn't have. I don't think it would have mattered. But yeah, but for look, of those who haven't seen that one, that is, it's the exterior shot of the cabin is very shadowful, so it gives it a lot more dimension than your average gacha backgrounds.
Like, I don't know why people, like, the way I make these backgrounds is that I split the building into shapes, usually using shades of gray.
Does make sense for the gray trapezia that we have for the wall linings here.
So I mark the dimensions out in gray. Like, I put light gray in front, mid-tone gray for the sides, and dark gray in back. And I just take the colors I want and I fill in the gray.
I see what you mean.
And for extra details, I will often use more gray, especially for Imperious Stully, because it's supposed to be rather rustic / industrial.
Which is suggested by the buildings is in the background, which, you know, definitely seem much more like apartment complexes compared to this big house that's probably much emptier now, story-wise. I'm also curious about like the different like curtain colors actually, with like the left side being purple and the right side being red.
Oh,
I see that the flag is you know, a split between red and gray, but
oh, we'll be meeting the people who occupy those offices. Well, we'll be meeting one of them. The other one is currently out on business. If you can count being kidnapped as business, I suppose.
It feels like Christmas. Yes, I often feel like Christmas when I find out my husband's disappeared in a battle.
Yes. Like, as we all know, going to quickly give some lore on where we are right now. Because we actually don't learn anything about the location until episode 3, which doesn't exist yet, but in concept form.
Okay.
The place we are right now is called Imperious Stully, which is located in the mountainous forested region.
Okay.
So it is very cold and snows a lot up here, constantly. There are nice days, but they're few and far between.
Yeah, I do love like the different ways the snow has like fallen on this building, even if they are exactly mirrored.
Like, you what?
You lost him? He's 6'2". How do you do that?
Lady Alita. How?
Is she meant to be Alita or Alita?
Alita.
Okay.
He departed our team and has escaped my notice. We looked around, but not even footsteps was left behind.
I love the bat just carrying in the mug there. And off it goes. the most like vivacious looking gacha animal ever at this point.
At least we have like an animal creature that doesn't stand stock still and pretend like everyone doesn't exist.
Yeah. You know what? And also that clearly like has a role to play. I love when animal mascots actually serve a purpose.
If you can't catch Alita's motifs, is that she is the witch of bats.
I mean, fair enough. I didn't know if there was either commonplace for for bats to be involved, or if it was just a case of like Jafar and Iago. They just had like that kind of relationship anyway.
Yeah, that is not what I asked.
Also noticing the purple curtains, I'm guessing we're inside the room that we just saw occupied on that side.
Yes.
Nice.
You lost a 7-foot metal man in the forest.
Okay, to be clear to everyone, I'm not going to count those oracle powers for the 6'2" joke earlier because I think I was subconsciously remembering when Ghostie showed me this scene to get my like initial feedback because I was something there. Let me get a bat catch.
You shouldn't catch Aelita's bat. She'll actually be upset at you for doing that.
Yeah, she could probably sense wherever they are. I must have this. Oh, I think it would say like pet bat because there's pat bat. You know, there's actually a Spanish book series called Bat Pat that my brother used to read like in school. You know, like doing because obviously they do like to some extent forced reading program. Yeah, the first time I ever heard Mat Pat, that was my association because it was several years before I started watching YouTube.
Welcome
I never read the series myself, but it's like the only this series that he continued to read basically.
Welcome to Bat Theory.
Yeah, I suppose so. The vampire equivalent of game theory.
You lost a 7-foot metal man in the forest.
Oh, speaking of vampires, she's got fangs apparently.
Count yourself lucky I don't have the authority as advisor to strip you of your position.
But I will advise that you are stripped from your position. Mark my words.
Or send you and your squad back to basic training.
Okay, this is the second time this has actually happened. Why? So do sometimes are the words like at an angle in the captions?
Like the words are at an angle to imply emphasis.
Why not just italicize them then?
Because that would have been the smart thing to do.
Okay.
I wanted to be artsy-fartsy, but italics would have solved the same purpose. And I realized that, but only after I had rendered and fixed the scene.
Okay. It's one of those classic hope Jacob doesn't notice moments.
Oh no, it wasn't a hope Jacob doesn't notice. It was like I hope Jacob notices and tells me something that was already obvious to me, like 5 minutes after I made this scene, and realized that I didn't.
The chroma key around Lady Alita is the same in this instance, because I thought she was pouring some like green liquid into her coffee for a second. It's like, oh wait, no, that's her hair outline.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Gacha Life 2 is a little finicky, and sometimes when you cut the character out from the green screen, it cuts her out completely. And sometimes there is a ghost image behind her, created from Gacha Life 2 that I have to chroma key out separately, and sometimes I just don't notice.
That's... I don't know. No, I don't think I've ever run into I've not run into the ghost image problem necessarily, but actually the green chroma key one, I actually kind of like got lucky and found the solution for that, because you know how like for thumbnails of these videos, I like to like put like my character on there. When I tried to use like Gacha Life 2 for that, because I wanted to like exploring Gacha Life 2, I actually took the first screenshot with a green background, but I realized the same thing, that there were just like bits in the outline that don't get removed as easily as they do in video form. So now if I have to take screenshots specifically, I tend to use white backgrounds. Like for all of the occulta characters, I use white backgrounds because for some reason, at least in Fire Alpaca, that's the easiest color to remove.
I'll keep that in mind for the future.
All right.
Because it gets a little weird, especially during episode 3 where things are supposed to be getting pretty intense.
Fair enough.
Or send you and your squad back to basic training.
No! I brought you that coffee! How could you? Was that like a crackle of... I thought it was going to get some like sound impact. I just got like a...
Oh, there. Where did the impact sound go? Where did it go? Where did it go?
I don't know. Maybe StreamYard cut it out. I'll play it back just in case. Let's see. Wait, hold on. a bit further.
Yep,
yeah, no, it sounds like an egg cracking. More so than
Why?
porcelain, I guess.
There was also supposed to be a sound there. Was it like you know what? Never mind. Let's just ignore it for right now.
All right.
I think that was a Film More Wondershare problem, because if I open and watch the project right now, that sound is there. But now looking at the video, the sound is not. Where did it go? Where did that's actually a legitimate question. Get out of my office! What are we supposed to do now?
I just noticed the staff. I should have seen it before.
We find him. What else?
Ah, look at that. BB, are you around somewhere? We've got another hot bird for you.
I'll tell you what, this hot bird was created first. And then the other hot bird followed.
Just seems to be like a pattern now, yeah.
You overheard? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
It was hard not to notice. You were screaming.
He came to me in sin as soon as he heard the news. He ran very slowly with one cycle.
Like
I think he slipped on the snow.
This is supposed to be a flashback moment.
Fair enough. I guess I guess that's why the buildings are out of focus here. Sort of like almost like a storybook situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Caleb was screaming like someone had just died.
Well, or had just died, it would have been, but yeah. I love saying occulta things out of context. It's always so funny. Ghostie has a new character that has appeared in a couple of occulta episodes, and
BB has latched onto her immediately.
Yep, basically that.
I don't know if he was in pure shock or trying to be discreet, but he said something was up. I ordered him to keep it down, get inside, and watch my girls until Sin came home. He then said, about that.
Oh, we'll see if like the snow is different. Some like more like defined flakes. Again for the flashback. Oh, there's the ghost image.
I need to get the news on my own terms.
Verify your sources. That's yeah, responsible.
You must really have a talk with that boy about snooping.
I mean, honestly, it seems like he probably did people a favor by, you know, passing on the information.
No, we both know it won't stick. Unless we beat into his thick skull with a stick.
It's I guess the other bird character is also very murder happy, so that makes sense.
Anyway, Vix, what do you make of the testimony given?
I just told you. You don't just lose a man that huge unless you either weren't doing your job, paying attention, or intentionally looking away while something happened to him.
Especially since watching our beloved Robozar was their one job.
I read that as Robostar by accident.
Robozar. Robostar.
Yeah, Robostar makes a lot more sense.
Robo B stores.
I was thinking Metatov Undertale, but that works too. Legoshi, you can't deny your programming for much longer. I, for one, know exactly what I am and what I was built for. I shall become the next Robo-Star.
You never see it come.
Would it be easy to replace his leg if that were the case? What is happening? Have you not seen Beastars? That was my Louis impression. I might need to refine it a bit. I don't know.
Say what you will about Pavishey as regent, but he's not the type of man to abandon wife or child.
Seen here, wife and child.
Also,
Seen
by
there,
the way,
wife and child.
you don't need to pause it as much because it's intentionally slow so people have time to read it.
Okay, fair enough. I will control my own instincts.
I guess Scarlet being the first to know, but Caleb? This strange Caleb heard of it at all. Shouldn't be the shadow.
Okay, I paused. I thought it was the other character reading. That was my bad.
Heard of it all at all. Shouldn't the Shadow Squad speak to Scarlet?
Wow, try saying that 5 times fast. Shouldn't the Shadow Squad speak to Scarlet? Shouldn't the Shadow Squad speak to Scarlet?
Privately away from prying ears.
Oh, you said it in Japanese. Okay, fair enough then. In that case, yeah, that was that was specifically English, Louis. Anyway.
Such a situation shouldn't be blurted out. It'll cause chaos, people to panic, unless you want that to happen.
Your conjecture is noted. Keen
It's like I'm
insight
the
is always
advisor.
fixed.
Almost like I'm the advisor to you, isn't that a reversal?
It's yours.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's because the Shadow was like, okay, was it still be hurt? No.
Let's not relax just yet. Need a motive and a culprit, that is. Unless there was more than one.
Indeed. Then allow me to ask you and Sin a favor.
Gentlemen. Oh, sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
I didn't know it was good to talk.
Yeah, sorry. Gentlemen, we are here to address an error most unsettling. Our elite forces have lost our Tsar.
And your mouths. I'm guessing those are masked all the way down, maybe.
Yeah, they're masked all the way down. You
Alright.
purposefully can't see their mouths because they have their faces covered.
They've got their faces covered and also visors. Interesting combination.
It's mostly an aesthetic choice. When the sun rises, we search for any sign of him. We will spawn a group of 6. No single man or woman left alone.
Oh, I probably should note the mask on the table. That's that. I imagine that belongs to her, right?
Yeah, that's
She's
hers.
just like, yeah.
It's supposed to look. She's supposed to look identical, different from the other forces because she is. Well, you'll figure out soon.
Well, I could. Well, I could see it's clearly the same one from before. But even then, her bright red hair would have, still makes her stand out a lot more. It's kind of like those moments in like where you just like get to see somebody like remove like their like helmet or something, and like their hair wafts around. It's like that was a woman.
That was a woman?
Yep. Kagami's introduction.
Many types of beast, fantastical or otherwise, call the thicket home. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Commander. Many types of beast call the thicket home. Did all of them not except for the one on the left?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right then.
I'm so glad I caught that because the human brain is, I think, is only supposed to like be able to focus on like 5 moving objects at any one given point. It might have been 4 actually. Oh, just slightly delayed. You know what? Actually, there's a show called Dad's Army. That's about the British Home Guard, and like a running gag is that because like the Home Guard particularly, they were kind of like known for mostly incorporating like older soldiers who are too old to actually serve at the time anymore, but they wanted to still do something, so they became like the Home Guard that worked in a similar operation to the army. And one of the jokes in Dad's Army is specifically that they is that there's one character who is always delayed in formation, so you just get like platoon attention stomp boom a second later every time. Or the guard was asleep, one or the other.
Yeah, the god just was asleep.
Yeah.
I ask your aid now, not as your commander, but as a forlorn wife. Meeting dismissed.
Oh, we've got a new walking cycle. Oh, a clockwork bear. Never thought I'd say it. Never thought I would say. I do love how like the slashing sound, because it's like no, I guess it'd be like no interlopers inside, so it wasn't like as gory. It's like done.
Yeah, that, and I thought gore in the first episode might be a little how do you say it? Gauche? I'm gonna go with that.
I suppose, although he did keep it in shadows, so you probably could have gone away with it.
Yeah, I could have.
Weird enough, I do love this background specifically. I don't know why. It stands out to me. Oh, and we've got a new aesthetic for flashbacks. All right then.
Yeah, I tried the old aesthetic, but then after I like composed the scene, I figured out that it didn't stand out as much. So I tried using a new approach. And I think this one fits a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And this one will be like the thing for flashbacks going forward.
Makes sense. All right then. Careful, Scarlet Lady. You wouldn't want to fall. No, you're both gonna fall. Stop. Get careful. You got this sliding. Help. Oh, you're skating. I couldn't see their feet, so I thought they're just like slipping in the ice.
Nope, they're skating.
Okay, fair enough. You
the
see,
flashback
easy as that.
Havashi teaching her how to skate.
Yeah, I see that now.
Get it, icy? Ah ha ha ha
Yeah. I'm calling it now. At some point, she's going to have to make a skate escape. The bear's family comes back for revenge, just to lure them to the ice. Now this path is more interesting. Normally, yellow snow is a very terrible sign, but I assume that's because the path is melted.
Yeah, the path is slightly melted.
Oh, and there's even like there's like how actually breathing in the smoke particles. That's really nice. Not smoke particles. She's not. she's not a smoker, I don't think. Or maybe she is. I don't know. The steam particles.
She gets not.
One single tear.
Also, if you go back to that tree, that was F plus S.
Let me just... Which tree?
Go for it.
Okay.
Wait, that's a little bit.
Ah, that one. Okay, now I see it.
I've went in a circle?
You've gone in a circle, but yeah. I should have marked my path like F and S clearly did. They knew they knew their sense of orientation. And where do you think you're going?
You know what I'm out here for, and stop sneaking up on me already. It's not fair.
My shoes are quieter. No can do. Alita insisted I bring you home. We don't need you vanishing on us too. Also, When You Wish Upon a Star is from Pinocchio, not Cinderella.
Actually, that was Once Upon a Dream.
Which one? The Pinocchio one?
No, the song I used for the flashback.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, yeah. I was about to say, there's no way, yeah.
And I use that song in particular because they're supposed to be this cute fairy tale couple. And I wanted it to feel like an intentional music choice to show that, you know, these two characters are really close and in love.
I mean, it certainly does that. Not the scene itself doesn't. Oh, very, very slow. Don't worry. We'll find him. Let's get you home. Oh, I presume that this is where the episode 1 cuts and then we go to...
Yes, this is where the episode 1 cuts, and then we go to episode 2. Don't worry, I cut the logo transition for episode 2, so we don't have to watch that.
I see, but you left the end screen in.
Like, that's mostly because there's a segment after this that wouldn't make sense without it.
Without the end screen? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
It's a very weird choice.
Yeah, okay. In this context, it's kind of like how with an anime just has like a couple of like, you know, ad break cards or something. Except this time it's 3/4 through the video, so it's not quite where it would be. But yes, perfect timing in terms of the first and second episode, yeah. Both original videos in the description, so you can catch up later if you want.
Don't worry, the second episode is really short. That's mostly because it's a build-up episode to the shenanigans that are going to happen in episode 3.
You think a build-up episode would have been longer if that were the case, but okay.
Do I need a trigger warning for domestic terrorism?
Didn't we discuss that? I think I said like last time, yeah, would be like a really fun, funny, like, you know, like gacha trigger warning, honestly. I mean, we've said it now, I suppose, so trigger warning, domestic terrorism. Eventually. Any second now. There we go. The end card. It plays on my mind. I don't know. You said it connected. You said it was important. I was like, okay.
General? Let's have ourselves a little chat.
I think Let's has an apostrophe.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. By the way, was she standing there? But did she? Oh, I guess she knocked on the wall. I was about to say, what did she knock on? But yeah, probably makes sense. Oh, I just realized her arm. Oh yeah, gotcha posing being a nightmare.
Yeah, that's gotcha life 2 for you.
Slide whistle. Insert Bond slide whistle here.
I see you found your office.
Yes, it's my office. Why would I not know where it is? Okay, normally, when I talk about like things like not being pre-rendered, it's usually a problem I present. But actually, the way that like the scene actually zooms in, but you don't see like the buildings zoom at the same rate because they are further away. That does actually make sense, and it is controlled on purpose.
Yeah, that was an intentional thing I did, mostly to give the scene a sense of depth that I wouldn't have otherwise had.
Yeah, you can quite often tell the difference between, someone trying to create depth in animation by doing that kind of thing and it being very controlled versus somebody who tried to sync things up and people decide to, grow at a different rate to their backgrounds.
Oh, speaking of implied depth, every background I have, especially for the Imperial Capital building, is split into parallax ports.
Yeah.
The couches are separate from the desk, that are separate from the terminal on the desk, that are separate from the background, that are separate from the windows, that are separate from the background. So everything moves at a different rate, and everything can be uniquely tailored and controlled.
Yeah, I was about to say, because in that scene, they didn't move at a people different rate, but that was for the best, because
that was intentional.
Yeah.
That was intentionally so I could, it would be weird if we had the couches just flying everywhere.
Yes, and that's what you get normally in Gacha when things aren't pre-rendered.
Don't worry, I pre-rendered all of the scenes with this particular office and Aelita's office, because that's also a background split into several different parts for the ease of moving the characters around the screen without them clipping into everything.
Yeah.
No Fallout 78 here.
All right then.
Yes, you also have a standard issue terminal.
In we go.
Emails and the ability to sort vital documents at a click, fresh off the assembly line.
That is probably a good time to mention that you did say this had a specific time period and technological standpoint that you went for.
Yes. This is approximately World War II-ish feel, and that's the feel I was going for. There is no specific time period because this is a fantasy world. But to tell you,
also the idea of mentioning a Tsar during World War II would have been a terrible idea. Otherwise,
to give you this terminal, to date this terminal a little bit, this terminal was inspired by the terminals from Fallout 4.
So not Fallout 78, but Fallout. There we go. All right, different Fallout game that was potentially,
And you can tell by the designs of the terminals that they're assets that are made individually. All of the terminals are supposed to be unique and special in their own way.
I mean, for a keyboard that's on screen and not blocked for a few seconds, that is definitely a commendable amount of effort to go through.
Do you like your office? I put it together with your comfort in mind.
Which probably explains why you have couches, as far as for other people in the office rather than the standard chairs.
No.
More offices should have those, honestly.
But this terminal...
Did she just say no to liking her office?
Yes, she did just say no to liking her office.
Wow, okay then.
Do you like your office? It was designed specifically for you. No.
No.
Well,
also, I for some reason thought we were on a top floor. I was thrown up by the cars. I was like, wait a minute, what? No, okay, we're on the ground floor.
No, we're on the ground floor.
All right.
The standard issue is our design.
Wait, if it's their design, then why did Lisa feel the need to explain to her how it works and what it's supposed to do?
I made it that way so the audience would know what it is.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that as the answer. It's okay.
Not everyone knows what a terminal is, since terminals are kind of old technology.
Which, yeah, I mean, obviously for this series being old technology, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it's just a shame because, this series has done so well so far of, only giving off what information it would naturally convey within, the dialogue, and also mostly doing the visual storytelling that, You've definitely embraced as far as as far as like your your videos go, so it stands out more so.
What a beautiful piece of machinery. Dear Scarlet, now is the time to act.
I do appreciate that, you know, while these, but they both have different things going on. Aiden has chastised me a lot of the time for like having too many reactions on characters when you can't cut away from them. But hey, for like these two, yeah, them both processing things at the same time and like reacting to each other makes a lot of sense. Oh, and now our makeup's running too.
Direct me now, for you are the only one who can. Call our allies.
I know she's like trying to pace up and down, but I noticed that she's not like actually doing a cycle, so she's just sliding up and down.
Yeah, that's mostly because
she's on a Segway.
That's mostly because I was too lazy to make a walk cycle.
Okay. I mean, didn't you have like the that was a run cycle from before? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that was a run from before that, and she was carrying a weapon, so I couldn't reuse that obviously while she's talking to these two, because it would make no sense for her to walk around her own living room while carrying a weapon.
Yeah, for the record, on the Mutant Girls survey, Bon actually posted like a bunch of like a 12 frame walk cycle.
Yeah, I know.
That I have used ever since.
I want to use that 12 frame walk cycle. It's 12 frames.
I mean, I had a 4 frame one before that point, so if that is to your preference, but you know.
Yeah, it's just for me, the amount of effort something is counterbalanced by how long will it be on screen for? Can I cheat this through some other method?
Which honestly is probably way better for you than than as you've seen before, because like I know that you particularly are such a perfectionist that a lot of stuff that they once like made just doesn't get posted unless it is like absolutely frame perfect.
And for Scarlet Crown, it's mostly an experiment of how loose can I get with my perfection before it becomes too much.
Yeah,
how much can I afford to sacrifice before my brain makes me redo it?
I see.
And it turns out I can sacrifice quite a bit if it's not going to be on screen for very long.
Yeah, honestly, I should just do that in a show at one point. Oh, this is
do you want to do a Mickey Mouse impression?
Absolutely.
The best thing we can do is make a public statement. Hiding this will be hard in your current state. Maybe if you wipe out the makeup, then we could hide it. But right now, yeah, not so good.
Like what Mickey Mouse? Like his name is Apollo, and he's a faction leader. So we'll be seeing more of him. So keep that Mickey Mouse impression in your back pocket.
All right, fair enough then. Gonna head off.
Okay then, bye now.
I agree with the mouse. Honesty is a good value for any good queen needs to have. I'll think about it.
And we'll find out the conclusion of that next episode. Okay, here's the end card again. Why is it that you kept the end card the first one then? We said it was connected to something or was like a motif.
Yeah, this one isn't connected to anything. I just didn't have any other way to end the video.
No. I know. Okay, I understand that, but like the first end card you said was connected. I didn't see the connection afterwards.
It was mostly a thing to split apart the main section of the episode from the final miniature scene.
Okay, all right then. Okay, so well, I guess we already talked about how much can be afforded to be sacrificed before your brain lost it, and yes, as you said, it goes on. If you definitely not only did you did you seem to like push that idea further than you thought, you pushed it further than I thought as well. Because as somebody who has listened to a bunch of your behind the scenes discussions of Monster Compendium, particularly, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel so bad because
That's where
I know
all
that
of
I'm
the
not exactly
Yeah, that's where all of the effort is going right now. This is a side project to fill the space and hopefully monetize this channel because, oh boy, Monster Compendium is going to be really expensive.
Oh, I see. Fair enough then. Yeah, you don't want to give away too much into the sunk cost fallacy. That's a fair point.
But
So
I wouldn't go as far to say that Scarlet Crown is bad. It's just...
Yeah,
yeah,
I wouldn't.
It's not bad.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it was bad either.
Definitely, I'm also testing out story structure and how much the audience can figure out through the dialogue of the characters alone.
Another reason I called out the terminal line as something that was an outlier in that regard, because every other piece of dialogue felt much more natural, even if it was still exposition, but it was natural exposition, so it makes sense.
There was also a reason for that. It's, one, to explain the terminal to an audience who might not be familiar with that old of technology, because, believe it or not, young people exist. And two, because the terminal is a bit of information that's so small that I felt like exposition of it wouldn't be terrible. It's like, hey, we can establish this thing early on, so when it reappears, it'll just fade into the background and people could hopefully forget about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is the kind of thing that that if it weren't the only example of unnatural exposition in the video, the general audience would not blink an eye at it. I would, because I'm actively searching for these things because more interested in my nitpick. But most people wouldn't.
That and you are the plot monster, and you can see these things with your magical wizard eyes.
I guess that's one way of putting it.
But I gotta ask, what is your I'm gonna ask this question, and I asked you this question when I sent you the clip to review way back when. What do you think of the series so far, and what would you say is the story and plot we've got rolling, based on the 2 episodes alone that you've watched, disregarding the information you know about episode 3?
Okay, so I'll answer the second part first then. So what I think the plot is that as of right now, it seems that the Robozar was definitely a very important asset in some battle, as the kingdom seems to be going through some huge conflict that has yet to be resolved. So that disappearance is a strategic issue for this side, but it's also an emotional issue because clearly I've got the main character's name, or
Scarlet.
Oh, of course, Scarlet Crown. I thought it was because that was the symbolic, but yeah, Scarlet Crown makes sense. Yeah, so Scarlet's it's a Scarlet Lady. Okay, fair enough then. But yeah, it's she has that obviously that personal connection. Either that was 2 disappearances. I'm equating 2 separate disappearances together, but it's framed like it is one, and and at some point,
you are correct. It is one disappearance.
Yeah, I thought at some point the husband decided to volunteer himself to become RoboCop. Yeah, so yeah, there we go. So you have the issue of like, you know, what there's some lingering conflict, which means that there's like stakes for the entire kingdom, but also the personal stakes at the same time coming in, which is why it's a case like, you know, asking not as a commander as a full-on wife, you know, to prioritize this, you know, tries to encounter this rather than potentially, you know, fabricating more, as I assume they get the blueprints. So that's what I'm getting so far, and Alita is definitely putting on like the more like formal and regal face, because as the advisor who is not you know, directly connected, she's bouncing between like being the supportive friend and confidant, and also the one who is you know, being able to put her foot down because she's prepared to do so.
Yes.
So that's all I've got so far.
You've hit the nail right on the proverbial head.
All right.
Things are going to get a little more complicated from here on, mostly because of that aforementioned conflict you mentioned.
Yeah.
Warning, Scarlet Crown is going to get a little political. But we're dealing.
I would be surprised if it didn't. You mentioned a czar earlier.
We're dealing with fantasy politics, so it's not going to delve too deep into real life machinations, despite what BB thought when I summarized the plot.
Yeah. I personally prefer when political commentary is a bit more allegorical in nature, because well, not only do you avoid the vitriol of people who are either directly involved in something or directly you know, directly support something, and you have that butting heads because it's the internet, but also because these general concepts, even the stuff that we're going through right now, has occurred before. Unfortunately, most likely will occur again at some point.
Like,
so having a fantasy equivalent of it means that people can actually equate these things as you know, as they continue to enjoy, even if they had a direct influence from something specific.
Like, as said in a video, history doesn't repeat itself, but it does often rhyme.
I like that. So yeah, that's that's you know, the enjoyability aspect of it. Story wise, like visual wise, there's like you said, there's more than enough to cover any of the shortcuts that were taken, unless you're me and directly obviously reviewing the video and dissecting them. For a casual audience, viewer experience, they're probably going to be marveling at the backgrounds, which I've been told by New that don't do enough. So that's probably also, and the fact that I did in this video, hey, there's something there.
Like, I've mostly also wanted to do a bit of organic storytelling with the backgrounds, and that's definitely going to be way more implemented going further.
Yeah, you actually introduced me to the term environmental storytelling, I think. I figured out what it was, but you know, you're the first one to use it around me. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense as a concept. So yeah, I definitely was anticipating a lot of that.
But I'm really glad that you've noticed the clockwork bear, as there will be more unique creature designs in this as well.
Yeah.
I love myself.
If those are manufactured, they should be using those for warfare. If the robots are out of it until you need them.
Oh, you will be figuring out where those come from soon.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess I'll be looking forward to the rest of it at some other point. But for now, yes. I guess, yeah.
Episode 3 is already well underway. I'm just trying to figure out some visual details and how to do this one thing without potentially triggering a viewing audience.
Yes, more domestic terrorism. Oh, is that the thing that you like asked me, like how would I do before the last session? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
like
he warned everyone.
I could depict it up front. I do have the visual ability to do that. However, I don't want it to get too dicey.
Now, yeah, I also you did ask me like what the most efficient method would be, and now I understand the the mindset behind this. Yeah, of course, do it efficiently. You don't need to necessarily complicate things.
I don't need to necessarily complicate things, but there is a reason why I said to you directly implied, because we don't want to depict it out front in case anyone who doesn't want to see that is watching. In which case, why are you watching this? Go watch something else.
Yeah, you'll get a trigger warning of before the video implied domestic terrorism. Oh, I love that.
Especially since in the future we're going to be getting a lot more, political intrigue, especially as we explore the different factions. Because there are a couple different factions with their own lore that I'm eager to jump into, and they're going to be important for the wider plot, especially as Scarlet gets settled into her new role. Not as general, but as regent.
Yeah, which I guess is the reason why the Robo-Czar was called Robo-Czar rather than,
a king.
Whatever else it would have been. Captain Russia. But King would have been the same thing, basically.
Captain Russia.
See, yeah, you've engineered a super soldier that's been sent out to battle. I mean,
like listen, like it's kind of on the nose. I was wondering when you would catch it. Yes, Imperius Stali is an allegory for Russia.
Right, yeah, which is, I guess, why you've called it Imperius Stali, but yeah.
Apropos. It's very apropos, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's interesting that you've used used Stali in the name of it, but yet also used Tsar as like as a regent. There's like both sides of how Russia has been governed over the course of time.
Oh, it's gonna get worse from here.
I can imagine I can imagine depending on how you handle the Red Russians and White Russians, or if that ever comes up.
No, that's not gonna come up, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay, all right then. Honestly, probably best because Scarlet is not in a position to deal with that.
No, she's not in a position to. She's not in a position to deal with any of this. Imagine going from commanding an army to suddenly leading an entire state.
Yeah. I'm also curious about the child in the frame now. Before I forget to mention that, does seem I wonder how they're taking all that.
We'll be seeing her in episode 3. Take that as you will.
Yeah, we'll be seeing her.
We'll be seeing her in episode 3. No, I'm afraid that Anya will not be dying now. She'll be dying later.
Do you know I actually found somebody who made a yawn to death pose in Gacha Life 2?
Yeah. There's also the Family Guy death pose in Oh, has Jacob just died?
Ah, I see. Well,
But I'm afraid that Anya will not be dying. Probably. I haven't decided yet.
You're ready for that spoiler, I guess. But okay, with that, I think.
Oh no. Guys, Jacob's internet is breaking, and I'm not sure what to do. SOS, send help. I need a hand.
Oh yeah, page unresponsive.
There he goes. Oh, he's back. Are you back?
Scarlet in a nutshell. I think I'm back now.
Yeah, you're back. You've just returned from the ether. No? Huh?
Okay, am I back now?
Yeah, you're back. Oh my gosh, what's happening to your internet? Oh no. He's gone again. Nope.
I think it cut off right at the end. I don't know if not. People can hear me. Okay, well, great. Right video's over. Okay. Before anything else happens, maybe the Russians are coming after me or something. I don't know. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Let's go done already. And on that note, until